the kickoff man for the 49ers to start the preseason. And we are underway at Arrowhead. Strong leg. Opinion will take the return out of it. Quick first down throw, far sideline right away. Connects with the new dangerous threat. He had a breakout year last year, Tyreek Hill.
Up the timing, great throw by Alex Smith.
Whip it out to the side again, and that ball is picked up. Let's see what the ruling is. There's been no whistle yet, so that's going to be ruled on the field. I believe is a live ball. 49ers recover. Well, that's going to be ruled a lateral throw.
Pushing Tyreek Hill out of the way.
All right, so now they've changed that. There was no stoppage on the field, but Carl Shepherds, the referee, just announced the ruling of a forward pass, so it is incomplete.
Yeah, and that's the right call. There's been everywhere. They can't wait to hit these red jerseys tonight.
So Foster and Bowman playing alongside as the inside backer. Quick swing out of the flat. That is fullback Anthony Sherman.
Moving down to the inside. Elvis Dumerville on the edge. He and Buckner rushing over the tackle. Regards.
Four-man comes. Smith steps up. Big room middle. Flag down as Smith slides at the 30. Flag was thrown back behind the play.
Use his legs. I think Eric Reed just blew up Spencer Ware, and that's the unnecessary roughness. We'll pick apart that inside running lane if you give it to him.
Smith swings one out to Ware, and Ahmad Brooks out there on the cover. So one of the few remaining veterans. Look, left comes back to the post, and there's a nice play. So there's a good look. Caught 85 last year for the Chiefs as their tight end. Third down. Goes with a check down. Well, Ware made one man miss and got the first down. Missed Ware alongside Smith. And the Chiefs run it in for the touchdown. So it started with a big pass play to Tyreek Hill.
Rashard Robinson giving up the long one to Tyreek Hill and then missing the tackle on the third down. Tank Carradine on that touchdown is...
Days ago, Cairo Santos, their veteran kicker, has an injury, won't play tonight. So Ficken gets the last-second call into camp, and
good chance he wins on that play instead of Tyreek Hill with the big catch.
Raheem Mostert starts as the kick returner. He's a running back. Got a little taste of the 49ers late last season. Carlos Hyde starts as the running back. The fullback offset to the right there is the newcomer Kyle Juszczyk and Marcus Peters, the Oakland native.
Mizuta got cut the other day. Kilgore's had a tremendous camp.
And there's a bust as the Chiefs blow up that toss to Carlos Hyde. So a long third for the 49ers. Four-man rush. Warriors throw to the middle, and there's a terrific catch for a first down by Jeremy Curley.
Well, third down, and coaches hate penalties, but...
McDonald leaking out of the backfield. Warriors stands in and then delivers. Throw that misses Marquise Goodwin. Now, one number the 49ers really want to see drop is the number of punts Pinion had, 100 of them last year. Anthony Thomas strung out to the sideline. 49ers covered that. Punt.
Kick, holding, number 59 receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
I don't. Now, as you said, with Malcolm on injured reserve, the time is now for Ruben.
Second quarterback Tyler Bray goes down the field, and he's got the big hit. There's going to be a flag thrown here on what is a Kansas City touchdown.
That's offensive pass interference. That is offensive pass interference in my mind. Just pushed away from Rashard Robinson. Rashard was in great position.
10-yard penalty.
Press bail.
First down.
Well, Rashard was armbarring him first and got away with it. And then Chris Conley came back with that left hand and just a slight push-off, which gained him separation, and that's what the official saw. Your hands and jam people.
Throw out to the sideline. That's in front of Keith Reeser.
More important thing is keeping the guy healthy. So he'll probably exit when Navarro Bowman exits.
And there's the stop route thrown again to Conley up the near side, so they're throwing right at the 49ers.
Not a good night so far for Richard.
Sets up what they hope to be a run play, but that's Rashard Robinson coming up on run support to drop Spencer Ware.
Physical traits for sure.
Another run on 2nd and 10. This time it is Ware getting close to midfield. So 3rd and 6 for Kansas City. Ahmad Brooks pressuring off the side. Bray got out of it, and then the ball's picked by Robinson. And now the open field running. Robinson's got a chance here. So, Rashard Robinson has been the guy who's been around the ball, both sides.
The initial pressure by Ahmad Brooks, but keep your eye on the rookie, just getting a bull rush, staying in his lane, keeping his eyes on the quarterback, and he sifts off to get in Alex's face, and Alex Smith just threw it up.
30-yard return sets Hoyer and the 49ers up. Hyde is channeled inside, only a couple there. Inside the 25 to show a little something. Juszczyk is the fullback. Hoyer to throw, comes back underneath, short game there. Hyde with the catch. 49ers spread the field here on 3rd down. And Hoyer throws to the middle, and that's broken up. He tried to hit Curley. And the defense there by Steven Nelson of the Chiefs.
10 tries, 10 makes on field goal.
And from 38. Robbie Gould drills this through. So the 49ers turn the Rashard Robinson interception into 3, their first points of the night. Well, Witherspoon was a high draft pick, high third rounder out of Colorado. That the 49ers are hopeful for. This kick is going to come out of the end zone. Out to the 20 and just across the 20-yard line. And C.J. Spiller, the
former defense after the interception. I think a face mask here on this return.
Spiller was calling for it, and he got it. So 15 tacked on to the end of the return.
Be able to use those arms to press and the physicality in the run game on the edge.
So Tyler Bray in for Kansas City, 2nd series, comes underneath to Ware again. Vinny Sunseri, safety in on that tackle. Thing there, and that's a rule to catch and a fumble on the field. And who has the ball? Did Kansas City get it?
Now that's what you call a knife tackle from Lorenzo Jerome.
Ooh.
Wow.
On Chris Conley, the receiver. And that is going to be called a catch, a fumble, and a recovery by Kansas City.
San Francisco is challenging the ruling of the field of a completed pass and a recovery by the offense. We'll review the play.
All right, so they're
extend himself a little bit to avoid it right there. I'm not so sure that was a fumble. The ground may have knocked that out.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The receiver completed the process of the catch, and Kansas City ended up with the ball at the end of the play. First down, Kansas City.
So Tyler Bray has been around here for a while, but his position obviously has been threatened. As there's Aaron Lynch wrapping up Spencer Ware. Bray throws one out that's over the head of Harris, the tight end, covered.
Extremely talented. Hopefully we'll see the best of Aaron Lynch.
3rd down, Solomon Thomas pressures, ball batted down by Lynch. So the 49ers starting to dial up a little pressure on veteran punter Dustin Colquitt for the Chiefs. Jeremy Curley deep. Flag down. Curley fair catches inside the 10, but again, the automatic in preseason. I've done this enough years now to know.
During the kick, holding, number 40, return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down, timeout.
And here's a familiar face to football fans around California, Matt Barkley. And Barkley out of the end zone off the play action, hits Marquise Goodwin.
Delivers that crosser to Marquise Goodwin for the first down of the game.
Yep, for the 49ers. Now a handoff, and that's bottled up for virtually no gain. There again off the play action. And a nice spin and reversal of field. Aldrick Robinson, look at the speed. And Robinson takes it down inside the Kansas City 20.
I love this play. Kyle Shanahan, he knows this system.
2 tight ends in the game and a fullback. How about that formation? This is the second fullback, Tyler McCloskey, on the catch.
It's in a hurry. Ask Matt Ryan with the Atlanta Falcons.
It's the 49ers in the Toyota red zone, and this is a rookie that is another player to watch in preseason. 49.
Him out and making him a priority free agent.
And he gets a third down test here, and Brady's going to get a first down out of it. Now this is a time, obviously we're still in the first quarter, but already you have reserves in their best push of the first half. Matt Barkley on first down, again to the play action. And that is a 49er touchdown with a flag.
A strong catch.
Caught by Aldrick Robinson.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Offside, number 51, defense. Pass interference, offense, number 13. Those fouls offset. Replay first down.
Well, what a shame.
But there was nothing, no pick involved there. So they replayed the down, and this time the fade throw, and there's a lot of hands there by Steven Nelson on Robinson, but no flag. Just shy of the 8-yard line. Matt Breida, the single back. And a delay give. Breida, big hole middle, and Breida pushes right to the goal line. Just short.
Red zone, you won't see much more playing time after that.
3 tight ends, heavy package, Chiefs busted. And they get Breida behind the line. So the 49ers just lined up, said here we come, and the Chiefs beat them. 4th down, inside a yard, same alignment, flags down. False start. And that will be another frustration on a 4th down call.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Pinion holding, Kyle Nelson returning as the snapper this year. And Gold kicks his second one through. So 7-6 now. Ooh. I think that's the
leverage. Number 77 of the receiving team. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. Automatic. First down.
As Cam Thomas, and that's it. He cannot go into Kyle Nelson. Another flag.
12 defensive players in formation prior to the snap. 5-yard, half the distance to the goal. First down.
It's with the Minnesota Vikings who started the game tonight. Quality.
When Barkley throws that and just gets rid of it. He was going to get hit there and get hit for a loss, and he just got rid of it.
Does.
And so Kansas City picked him up this year. Matt Breida's trying to bounce. He won't, and he lost the ball. And now the scramble on the field.
Well, that's just what I talked about. You do not want to cough the ball up when you're in scoring position.
Trying to make this team as a free agent. 78 that recovers it.
Stopped at the 4-yard line. 3rd down.
And that ball just got punched out.
Students here on 3rd down and goal. Can the 49ers take advantage of this next chance? No. Misfire. Barkley intended for Vance McDonald. And just like the well, this will be 22 yards. And Robbie Gould puts it through. So,
time he spent with John Gruden in Tampa Bay. On his own, 2 years, learning both sides of the ball, the ins and outs of the offense, and all the nuances of the defense.
Kickback is stopped just shy of the 20-yard line to Marcus Robinson on the kick. And let me the previous play.
And I was talking to John Lynch, the general manager, about Kyle on that thing with John Gruden before. And John Lynch was there as a player at the time, and he's so far.
Kansas City with a first down run. And when I got here late last night, first thing I had pop up on my tablet.
Awesome.
By Bray and a wrap up quickly by, I think that's Foster still out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it was Will Redmond and
pressure by Aaron Lynch, and he gets Bray. So Aaron Lynch, who has, so Colquitt will punt a little shorter formation in the back of the end zone. Left footer gets it away. This is DeAndre Carter. Wide receiver going to get outside. That's how, as the football phrase goes, a UFA.
Making some
fouls
noise
by both teams on the play. Player went out of bounds on his own. On the kicking team, number 81. Holding, return team, number 46. Those fouls offset. Replay 4th down.
All right, replay that.
No. Starts with an F, but it's frustrated.
Yeah. Carter's going to have a chance to run this one. Didn't get past the first man. Nice special teams tackle there.
Many cuts for DeAndre Carter.
Holding, number 97, return team. 10-yard penalty. First down. Timeout.
And that was a hole against the 49ers.
Internship program ends tonight in a very appropriate stadium because Katie is from Kansas City. Her goal is to eventually become a full-time coach in the NFL. Guys, back to you.
And a toss here, and there goes Joe Williams. The first look for another player that the 49ers coveted. Well,
10 games last year and just crushed it.
He was a huge player in the second half of the year for Utah. And it's a story that has been told and would need more times. Mental issues, anxieties dealing from the death of his younger sister years prior. And another 49er draft pick is in the game for the first time as the throw goes the opposite way. That's to DeAndre Smelter. The flag's going to throw against, I believe, against.
Number 31 defense, automatic. First down.
Been here and have a shot to make this. He is by far the biggest wide receiver.
Right in the Toyota red zone. There's a pass broken up. So a slant pass again, trying to get the touchdown throw to Robinson.
Belt buckle and in front of Aldrick Robinson, and maybe he catches it.
Third time in the Toyota red zone. Barkley to the back of the end zone, just throws it up there. Whoa! Well, that was the hope, is that McDonald tight end is tight to the left. And Barkley throws the middle ball, and that's not held. Kendrick Bourne.
Got to catch that.
At Texas, collegiately, second attempt here tonight. And he puts that through. So 49ers have the lead. They have not succeeded in the red zone tonight, but that's the frustration for the Chief fans. Kick bouncing through to the goal line, and there's the first big run back. And he's got the big ball right away. So the Chiefs go deep again. This time it is DeMarcus Robinson that got past Kenneth Acker. Or Keith Reeser, excuse me.
Number 62 offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Tech didn't have a lot of play there. And a very pass-friendly offense.
There you go, Akello Witherspoon. What was the lowdown on Akello coming out of Colorado?
At a goal line, or excuse me, an end zone interception to win a huge game for Colorado last year at Oregon.
Number 62 offense.
Well, that's what they talk about with Akello, is his ball skills.
So second and 21. See if they unleash Mahomes again.
Lynch.
Deep ball. No, Aaron Lynch got unleashed.
Oh, he's a beast. He is a beast.
On here for Kansas City. Third and 28. Mahomes going to dump it, try to get some yardage back here. This is Kareem Hunt, the rookie running back we referenced earlier. The third 49er defense has been much better. The last 4 Kansas City possessions, a pick and 3 punts. That's a good kick. Boy, Colquitt angles that beautifully to the sideline. No return.
Number 2 spot with C.J. Beathard.
Try to get the run game going with Joe Williams, and a flag comes down. So let's finish a point we touched on, Tim, about Matt Barkley. And Matt Barkley from Southern California, by the way.
Offense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Not just the university. Ooh, that was a tough throw there. Kansas City smothered that, but DeAndre Carter was able to catch it. And
time came with the Bears.
Arizona is a back up to Palmer, then to the Bears. Barkley throws the middle ball. That one's caught. Well, this is another draft pick. We saw him briefly on the previous series for the first time.
Loads it to a 5'8" guy that has done nothing in camp but get separation from people. And there he is again.
That's suspension. That would include the Cowboys game at Levi Stadium if it holds. With Matt Breda getting the carry just the first play after the 2-minute warning.
In a hurry and found the crease.
All right, a little preseason work on the 2-minute here. Breda out of the backfield. Nice job to catch, to gather himself. And anyone who's studied Kyle Shanahan's offenses before, you know that is essential in his offense. Breda gets the carry inside. 49ers haven't thrown a lot to running backs in recent years. It's going to be a play fake throw to Selleck. And Selleck holds it, and Garrett Selleck takes it down inside the 30.
And then the ball came out at the end, I think, down. And then they go up top, and a very nice throw from Barkley.
Flag down, 24 yards on the throw from Barkley to Selleck.
Illegal formation, offense. Not enough players on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So that's the...
Nation negated it.
So a first down, Matt Barkley's third drive, all in Kansas City territory. Ooh, that was a tough throw. That ball in the air a long time. Trent Taylor's running that way, but Barkley gets sacked.
That's the worst thing that could happen.
Let's see, the Chiefs are only going to rush 4. Barkley throws that quick out. It's caught by Breda, and that's perfect play in that situation. Will give the 49ers a shot. All right, Robbie Gould out for this 51-yarder. And that one got hit at the line. You can see who, but somebody got a piece of that, and the kick is no good. And so that'll get us to halftime. So undrafted free agent, played at Oregon State. Very good, both as a receiver and a returner there.
Yeah, 4 returns for touchdowns. And Carter said, I don't know, hey, slow down. He wanted to come out. 4 returns for touchdowns at Oregon State. Accuracy.
Breda looked like he bobbled that handoff, but secured it and gets a couple of yards. And Beathard throws quick over the middle. That's a little bit behind Kendrick Bourne. Could not hang on. And this time Beathard holds the ball and eventually is sacked by Marcus Rush. Remember that?
Marcus Rush on the side.
And Bradley Pinion. They punt this ball away. DeMarcus Robinson. And he's trying to get to the sideline and does. See a couple of frontliners in the second half. Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback for Kansas City. We saw him at the end of the first. Chiefs did not do very much at all on offense. They had just 2 yards in the second quarter. But
more
with
than
Jimmy
11
Ward
players
out,
in the defensive formation, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Center field back there have been showing up.
It's funny, I also was talking about the new faces. You see him there, Solomon Thomas would play.
Well, he needs
a lot.
Yeah, he needs all the reps. This is where he should excel, running down the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's the elusive nature of DeAnthony Thomas.
Will be added to the end of the play. Automatic. First down.
Just signed.
Mahomes whips it. And that's going to be down just shy of the 25-yard line. A catch last year that didn't play, coming off an ACL.
Oh, great job by Solomon Thomas.
Oh, and that's Charkandrick West trying to get that short yardage first down. Didn't.
Mentally, so this is all new for him.
Oh, and he got in there again. Solomon Thomas got in there first and bumped West and took him out of his stride.
I hope they envision that, and I think they do for Solomon Thomas.
So a 45-yard field goal try here is going to be right down the middle by Sam Ficken.
For the offense, but good job for the most part by Barkley throwing the football. Had that big one to Aldridge Robinson.
All right, Victor Bolden is coming out of the end zone with this one. And Bolden punches it out just across the 20-yard line.
Never had a real throwing quarterback in E.J. Manuel and Tyrod Taylor. Marquise Goodwin's ready to take off and launch to a breakout season.
Kendrick Bourne with a catch there. Nice. Can I throw in somebody?
Here, but people know how good he is. This guy right here, number 11.
Guy who Joe Williams there with a run for
run routes everywhere, and they're going to get a lot more out of him than people think. Wow.
Out of the toss, look at Joe Williams. Look at him get the corner and turn it and take it to Kansas City territory. That was a 17-yard game. It's going to be erased.
Motion to come out here and get the kick out
right there.
And he did grab the defender over the shoulder, but it's to 6.5. So they definitely want to get out on the edge and run outside, but they want to do it downhill with a head of steam.
Kendrick Bourne with a catch over the middle. Matt Breda. And does a nice job, breaks one and two, and Breda gets a first down.
Legs, longer arms, explosive.
A 12-yard run by Breda off the play action. Lewin Bedford throws one that could have been picked.
Yeah, that wasn't a good throw.
Nope.
In pencil, who the number 2 is going to be to Brian Hoyer.
Williams to the sideline, run out of bounds.
Joe Williams the ball.
Especially now since they've released Jeremy Zutaw. They got to find the best 3 inside.
There's the pressure. Marcus Rush again. So, Pinion will pump this away, and it's blocked. That's Kevin Pierre-Louis. And somebody's going to pick it up, and Kansas City will have it inside the 10. Kareem Hunt finally picked it up.
Now he just goes right through Capri Bibbs, who gives no resistance. None. And Penyon's got to get down and get on that football.
Turns this ball over inside the 10 for Mahomes. And to the back of the end zone, just over the hands. Charkandrick West, the running back. Flares out, throw to the end zone, missed. Chancellor James on the coverage, again of Escobar. Looks like the 11th 49er penalty.
Number 43 defense, automatic, first down.
James.
Charkandrick West in the middle, doesn't get there.
Could have been the 4th round, I believe.
Off play action, Mahomes. Yep, throws back and has the touchdown. Marcus Kemp, the receiver.
And they just lost track of Kemp. Good job by Mahomes, though, keeping his eyes in the end zone, down the field, and finding his guy. And Sean Porter, look, as we said, just got here, lost Kemp. It looked like he was the guy that just lost track of who he was supposed to cover.
Here comes Victor Bolden again. He's got some, he came close. He came close to getting to the out. As a free agent wide receiver, left the Saints, was part of that program. Let's see, can Joe Williams make something out of nothing? Yes. So make something out of his own mistake. Williams does have 58 yards on 6 carries tonight, so don't put a whole lot on stats in the preseason, but that's
offense.
Nice
number 60. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So the shotgun run goes to Williams inside, short gain flag.
Williams the ball carrier.
We all know
Offense, more than one player in motion at the snap. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
not too long after. They don't even call him a fullback. They call him an offensive weapon.
14th penalty against the 49ers. Quick throw to DeAndre Carter, and let's just punctuate.
Can't wait to see that, and can't wait to see Juszczyk, who we just saw on the sideline.
Another guy just flat feet there on the rush.
Got to set inside, and like he did there, and make that guy go to the outside.
All right, so yardage run here for Breda. Gets almost 10. Opinion punt coming. This one gets away, no block on this. This is Garrett Dieter, wide receiver out of Alabama on the
49er franchise, but the rest of the football leadership also does.
Flags are down, and the pass is caught by Garrett Dieter.
Offside, number 43 defense. That penalty's declined. Result of the
Chancellor
play,
James.
first down.
You know, and they want to reignite it.
And even as you said, Kyle Shanahan spending time with John Gruden, who's a disciple of Bill Walsh and the West Coast offense.
Opening pass on a play action, I think it got called back. But do you see this offense as an aggressive offense under Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah, no doubt. I think Kyle loves coverages or what he's thinking, and I think that's where you can start to take it to the next level.
Can you watch out? Can you talk him into a couple more series next week?
Oh, you just build your way up, and I think there's obviously some positives. Take away the protection was really good. They gave me time to throw, and unfortunately our third down
From Cleveland, calling the plays half the battle with that terminology.
And pressure here, forcing Mahomes to dump the ball off, but the 49ers, it takes a couple of extra people to finally get that. Look who made the tackle. Season game, especially the first preseason game in the second half. That to me is the play that shines right there. That effort.
You love it.
Trent Taylor on the punt return. Gets a couple of yards out to the sideline here. Now we get a little look at it during the practice last week. Tim, you're right. A little more obvious acknowledgement of the 49ers history.
A better person than he was player, and he was a great player.
Oh, and there's a nice throw by Beathard over the middle and gets Kendrick Bourne for a first down.
Colleagues for a long time. This job is not too big for him. And I think one thing about him is
the reason we understand that. Go back, look up a piece Peter King wrote. Fabulous Sports Illustrated writer after the draft.
5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Martin Mayhew, how about him?
Yeah, former GM of the Lions. But the point being that it's a step.
Feel none of that anymore with those guys in charge.
Third down. Beathard, nice job, hangs in there, and then he's got Kendrick Bourne. And Bourne's going to get to the end zone. Nice move in the open field. Touchdown 49ers.
Beathard's able to find him and throw the strike. Four-man rush, steps up in the pocket, now peels out to the left. Guy coming in his face, knowing he's going to get hit, and still unloads it on the double move to Bourne when the defender fell down. Bourne, with a couple of drops early, has responded over the last couple of series with some real nice plays.
Like Bell motioning. And Beathard trying to hit Bourne again, and Bourne makes the catch.
Oh, he just took that away from the defender.
And so that's what his job tonight is to do. His job is to put some thoughts into the management's minds. Here comes Kareem Hunt, the Kansas City rookie running back.
There's a flag down.
Free kicking team. 5-yard penalty, will re-kick.
That's what you call getting in football shape. What happens when you start to get tired? You start to lose focus. These players are tired from the minute they got off the bus, I think, yesterday because of how physical training camp has been.
Well, there's a reason why did not play for Paul Chryst as the head coach. Trying to throw a back shoulder. They're not on the same page with his receiver.
In front of him, and as I said earlier, I think that they hopefully see him in the in the role of a Michael Bennett.
Loose ball picked up by the 49ers. Marcus Kemp with a catch, a run, and a fumble, and the 49ers have it.
5 from a football standpoint. You got to think of a competitive medical edge. And think of the doctors of the 49ers. A lot of other guys turned down Reuben Foster training camp. Going to have a huge year. And I think eventually, Ted,
49ers with a short third. And Beathard tosses to Mostert out there. Williams leads the block with a flag down. So I don't know if that's going to stand up. We'll wait.
Talked about Theus out there struggling a little bit.
Number 74 defense. That penalty will be added half the distance to the end of the run.
Going to get a crack.
Automatic. First down.
And it's the linemen across the board. They've all lost weight, and they've trained them heavily in terms of the cardio.
Trying to run Raheem Mostert in here. Mostert's out of goal. The 49ers trying to get this red zone conquered for the second time, the Toyota red zone. And they will here. Little bootleg rollout, and it's McCloskey, the fullback, on the touchdown.
Were not a lot of throws to McCloskey, 39 receptions in college. Beathard decides to unload it in front of the goal line. Not a lot of quarterbacks typically will do that, but he's just going to take the easy one in front of the goal line. And Hightower, right there, the special teams coach.
Formation. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the kickoff.
Yeah. But hooks that just inside the upright.
He's in his mind, a simple, fast, and physical scheme that is all about execution and violence, as he likes to say.
Oh, good cover there, and the 49ers tackle Jehu Chess. And
a lot of that play action stuff opens up, and teams take deep shots on the perimeter on those corners on isolation routes. Big and physical across the board, and expects the same thing to head out of the corner and able to retain.
Joel Stave in as the 4th Kansas City quarterback. Those little rollout throws caught by Orson. Look, that one got away from Stave, trying to come back to Marcus Kemp.
Retired, and I wanted 99. The organization didn't call him. They made me call him.
How much?
And Ham said, no problem, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I thought carry some of that forward with that number. He's going to be a wonderful career.
Well, there was another 94 that was pretty good, too, in a 49er uniform.
Yes. Instead, 2 years ago.
Makes no sense.
And it's just insane. It's irrational. And Trent Taylor makes a couple of men miss, but up. Come on. You knew it. There was going to be a flag, and there is.
Big plays.
Multiple fouls.
Be shocked if he doesn't make this team.
Play.
Shocked.
Illegal substitution. There were 2 number 4s on the field at the same time. Illegal. That penalty's declined. Illegal block in the back during the return. Number 31 of the return team. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Raheem Mostert getting the run. One running back we've not seen tonight is Tim Hightower. Klosky did a good job getting a little bit of a running start there to help lead the way for Raheem Mostert.
A late pick to Minnesota that started the last 64 games out of Slippery Rock was going to be as good as he is. He's been impressive in training camp.
Who's got that ball? Well,
the ruling on the field is a reception by the offense, down by contact, resulting in a first down.
Kansas City defense. Nice run ahead by Mostert. I love that description. Shanahan has used that description a lot. Klosky that time stayed stationary before the snap.
Reuben Foster gets that interception that he had his hands on. Who knows what's going to happen at that point?
Oh, here goes Mostert. And he busts into the secondary, crosses midfield, and takes it to the Kansas City 45. Yards on this drive so far. And Mostert does 2 things well there. He gains yardage and he stays in bounds.
The pro and has really shined in preseason games.
Yeah. Mostert's doing his job right here to shine. And again, Marcus Rush, not only the running back conversation. Tyler McCloskey out there doing a lot of the lead blocking as he was on this play, and Mostert takes it down to the 25. Mostert, nice job, avoids a hit behind the line. Looked like he was going to get a loss there and ends up gaining a couple.
He's like Gary Gilliam, who have logged some productive starts in pro football.
All right, Mostert trying to get there and doesn't quite get the first down. He's going to be a yard short.
No, he loves it.
Phil Dawson, by the way, is in Arizona. We'll see Phil twice this year.
As he can pro football so long in the NFL, he can connect with the players, but he can also connect with our young owner in Jed York. That relationship's going to end up being great.
And Chesson stopped at the 15-yard line. Upstairs in the upstairs press
Illegal
box here
substitution.
tonight.
There were 2 number 6s on the field for the receiving team.
There we go again.
Number problems, yeah.
First down.
HBO. Is there an important figure around professional football? Ooh, that one Chancellor James had zeroed in. Bobbled and dropped.
He's a guy that could really wreak havoc in the backfield when he figures it out.
So Joel Stave throwing one up the field. Wow, that went through an awful lot of hands and then eventually incomplete. A lot happening with.
No, they can blame Aaron Lynch or blame Ja Reed because he's the one who couldn't block Aaron Lynch.
Yeah. Trent Taylor to catch this punt. Wow, Trent Taylor trying to make something happen, and he is. He still is. How about that? At a time in the game, he thought he might just kind of take the safe route.
At 5'8". I'm not so sure Eric saw him coming, but that guy will get in your face and block you.
All right, so there's the victory snap to Beathard, and the 49ers win in Kyle Shanahan's debut, albeit preseason, as an NFL head coach. No turnovers in the game, despite an inordinate amount of penalties, right?
Yeah, situational errors. You know, third down errors on big third down situations, red zone errors.